guys, welcome to my channel. I welcome you into this new year and I hope it's been filled with blessings, love and joy as you guys are starting the new year. In this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about gap year. I know it's almost time for Matric results for those who are writing Matric. There are also those who are starting work and starting their careers, but for those who are starting the new year waiting for results and they already know that they don't want to pursue their academics immediately after high school and they're looking for options other than going to university, that is the kind of audience that I would like to be speaking to today. I've always heard from people around me how difficult it is to navigate the gap year if you don't have a structure or you don't have a plan on how you're going to be spending some of your time as you are on gap. So the first things is to have a purpose. A purpose comes with occupying your mind and not stand still, because another thing that frustrates people is being at home doing nothing and you end up stressing about your future. You end up scrolling on social media, seeing what your friends are doing, and you end up being frustrated over that instead of maybe grabbing that book, finding something that can fulfill you, going out more to meet new people that can trigger something in your brain. Maybe it's time for you to enroll in that short course of doing nails, makeup while you are waiting for your career. So this begins the moment you realize that you will no longer be doing what you set your mind to do initially, which is maybe studying, maybe going to a college or whatever you decided on initially. So the first thing you need to do is to set goals so that whatever you're doing next after that, you're just trying to tick on some of those goals, and this will have some sort of structure to say, on this particular day, this is what I'm going to be doing, and in order for me to achieve this particular goal in the next 3 months, this is the work that I'm going to put in place to get there. So your goals must be realistic, your goals must be timely, so that you can keep yourself accountable to say, I wanted to achieve this in the next 4 months. Did I achieve it in the next 4 months? So that kind of accountability comes with you setting a time frame for your goal. Another thing that people don't talk about mostly when it comes to navigating the unknown, because a gap year is typically a time where you don't know what you're doing, but you're trying to figure things out for yourself. So as you are figuring life out for yourself, it's important to find people who can be mentors to you, people who can keep you accountable of the goals that you've set for yourself. These people are going to motivate you to stand up on days where you don't feel like you have the energy to stand up. At the same time, they will keep you moving towards reaching your goals. They will also make you realize your limits and build up on your self-esteem, because another thing we don't realize, when you have certain goals you need to achieve and you have people who are constantly asking you about those goals, it also awakens you to see your potential, your shortfalls, to see the kind of a person that you are, to see that, okay, I tend to procrastinate when I do not keep myself accountable about the goals that I set, or I tend to distract and do all other things instead of doing the task at hand, and then I'm a person who rushes last minute to do things, and that affects me. So as you are on that year, you are building yourself up, you are trying to find ways to make yourself a better person as you are proceeding with your gap year, so that by the time you finish your gap gap year and you proceed to university, you're almost clear of the kind of person that you are, and you are now working on those mistakes to improve for university. In a nutshell, as you are on gap year, if you have it structured and you're doing things like this, these are some of the things that are going to be happening, but on a greater scale when you get to university. You have so many tasks and your lecturers will be telling you that you need to submit this on this day, and those deadlines are not going to work themselves out. You are the one who needs to be doing the work, and therefore if you learn to keep yourself accountable and to collaborate with others, to ask when you need help, then when you get to study wherever you want to study, you will be a better person. Because another thing we don't realize about mentors or people who are the voice of reasoning for us is that they have a way of seeing what we don't see, seeing our strength, and making sure that you do things according to the potential that you have. Those people are very important in your life, as they are going to make you more self-aware of who you are and the potential that you have. They will see strength in you and try to make you see that strength that you have and push you to do things better than you already are doing. If you are still watching this video, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure that you set up the notification bell so that you can get all my videos as soon as I upload them. Another thing is cultivating a new skill. There is nothing more important in a gap year than to do like a course where you're learning a new skill. Learn how to swim, learn how to bake if you're someone who don't know how to bake. Those things are going to come in handy for you in the long run. There are also platforms like LinkedIn Learning where you can enroll and get some of their courses on speaking with confidence, how to write properly, academic writing, the difference between script writing, and maybe some information on editing or anything that resonates with you that you can learn while you are in the process of transitioning to it's very important to be someone who is able to manage their time, because universities are all about time management. There are certain people who can go out clubbing at night while they are writing an exam in the following day. Even though that sounds like a very interesting example and something quite a few of you might be familiar with, it's all about how you manage your time, right? And in the time that you have, which time are you going to dedicate towards your studies, towards maybe cooking and doing this and that in the household? So if you haven't learned this while you're doing your high school, then a gap year is a good time for you to start. The language you speak creates opportunities for you or destroys you, because it is exactly what you feed your mind with. So be mindful of the things you say, the way you manage your time, how you regulate yourself, and just how you carry yourself in your gap year, as this may structure how you do things in your future. The last thing that I wanted to share with you as you are navigating your gap year is to develop a good work ethic as you are in your gap year. What this is going to do for your future is incredible, because if you start learning about your work ethic and just developing how you do certain tasks and how you actually approach work and how you structure work and you give work the same attention and detail as you would if, let's say for instance, doing a task within a day, the same kind of attention you would if you were giving a task 5 days. So it's important to develop this, because as you get to university, you need to have a good work ethic so that you can maintain your marks to be able to be someone who graduates with distinctions and they're able to say, I have learned everything that I was taught in my course, and should I be placed in a field, I would be able to implement what I've learned while I was at school. And then also, as you are moving from school to the workplace, a good work ethic is going to help you a great deal, because Bosses don't want someone who needs to be followed around whenever they're given a task. They don't want someone who's going to say, I'm going to do this, and they deliver only the following day. And someone who don't appreciate deadlines, someone who is always having their own time when it comes to submitting certain things. So a good work ethic is going to help you not just in university but also beyond university as you are going to the workplace. I hope this really helps you guys, and I hope through some of these tips that I've shared with you, you were able to grab something from them. That is all from my side. Thank you so much. Bye.